People have always loved vault doors in Minecraft. Whether you're trying to hide your secret base, build an underground labyrinth, or just pretend that you have a lot of diamonds, people have always really enjoyed building these large, extravagant vault doors for their builds. We're going to be exploring a variety of building styles and taking a deep dive into what makes a Minecraft vault door good. As always, if you're enjoying the video, then don't forget to leave a like on it and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help out smaller channels like mine. Thank you very much. And without further ado, let's get right into the vault doors. Vault door level 1. I mean, it's a door. Not much else to say about it. Listen, y'all, something's got to go in here for the level 1 version of every single build. Don't expect much. This took me literally 5 seconds, and I'm sure you're not very impressed. So let's keep moving. Vault door level 2. All right, we're starting to get something going here. It's still quite simple, let's be honest, but at least we've got something that vaguely looks like a vault door. Compared to our, interesting project over there, we've definitely got more of like a resemblance to a real-life vault door, what with the square door in the middle that's kind of like indented by a bit and then looks like it's, reinforced by this barrier around the side. We're using some good, aesthetically pleasing blocks with the basalt and the oxidized copper and whatnot, and we got this cool little texture pattern on the middle here with the different kinds of smooth stone. But all in all, this is really nothing to sneeze at, so I think it's time to move on to level 3. Vault door level 3. Okay, yeah, we're starting to get a little something going on here. It's still kind of small, nothing too particularly fancy or whatnot. But we're starting to have a very important key element here, which is that big circular wheel that you often see on a lot of different kinds of vault doors. Whether you're making a door inspired by Fallout or maybe a real-life bank vault or something, you very often see these large kind of circular wheel things acting as reinforcement, and also something you can kind of turn to unseal the vault. We're going with a lot of copper and brick and whatnot. Just a very, old-fashioned industrial, vaguely even kind of steampunky, or a lot of that stuff going on here, especially with this inner bit here with the different kinds of copper. Definitely a huge step up from vault door number 2. This looks like something you could actually open if it, was built in real life or with the crate mod or something, but we've still got a long ways to go, so let's keep moving. Vault door level 4. Vault door number 4 is looking pretty tough. We're using some very important little design cues here to really make this thing look reinforced. Like before, we're using the polished basalt. That's what they're called, right? Yeah, polished basalt. And then we got these big old nubs at the end. And this is actually kind of inspired by like military equipment or sensitive audio equipment. They come in these reinforced packages, these very reinforced cases. You often see these kind of nubs and very tough metal or plastic bits on the edge. And the idea is that these are going to help reduce shock. We've also made some big improvements on the door design here, going for a kind of hinge looking thing over here. It looks like it could actually kind of swing open. I'm thinking it could pivot around this bar of iron blocks, and we kind of got these like hinges over here. Now this design is cool and all, but this very much looks like a giant safe. You wouldn't really install this in your secret base. This is like something you'd find in your living room. So what kind of vault would you put in a giant underground base? Vault door level 5. We're once again completely changing the style here and going for something sleek and sci-fi and very, very clean and almost techno looking. We're going for a very cool design here, which I've used in a couple previous videos. Puzzle piece pattern here on the side here made with entirely smooth quartz, and we've kind of got like a mirror image on the side here. If you can imagine these two doors like opening and closing, they would very much fit and kind of nestle in with each other. In fact, if I scoot on over here, you see we kind of got like a two-layer system, right? We've got this outer purple layer and we've got this inner green layer. Go ahead and do a little bit of editing magic. You can see how these two would really fit together very nicely. So yeah, it just really goes to show that a vault door can be designed in countless different ways. And that's what I find really cool about this concept. You can adapt it to a whole variety of different building styles. And of course, the vault door itself can be scaled up from a tiny little thing up to a massive building project. And speaking of larger building projects, vault door level 6. So we've done steampunk, we've done sci-fi, we've done a giant lockbox, but we haven't even talked about realistic doors. That's right, for our level 6 vault door, I'm kind of taking a page out of nuclear fallout shelters and bomb shelters, and I put together this cool little thing right here. A lot of real-life bunkers have these cool little wings off to the side, which I think provide a lot of additional stability to kind of keep the central door in place. So we've got this kind of jigsaw style vault door going on on in here with the dark prismarine. And all in all, I was really just trying to make this thing look as secure and as sturdy as possible. So we got a lot of reinforced pillars. We got these cool little deep slate things on the sides, which look like they provide additional stability. On this kind of interior wall section with the copper, I've got it very much reinforced with all of the smooth stone here. As for the block choices, I had the idea of this copper being some sort of like maybe radiation proof or shrapnel proof material, you know, very dense, very heavy, kind of like lead, right? So I'm using this kind of green and dark green here with the prismarine and the copper, imagining it as some sort of specialty material. So this build is cool and all, and the previous builds we've done are definitely nice little examples of vault doors, but I wouldn't say any of these are a mega vault door. And as you guys know, it wouldn't be a 7 levels video without a mega build of some kind. So why don't we go take a look at that? Vault door level 7. And without further ado, I'd like to present the big box. It's a giant cube, and more importantly, it looks phenomenal. Take a look at this big boy entrance right here. This thing is huge. It kind of looks like a goldfish, but you know, don't just. And all around the sides here, we've got this very sturdy, very reinforced looking design. And there's actually something I've been doing in this build, a little bit of like a technique that I haven't been using in any previous iterations of this vault door design. Some of you guys might know that a common Minecraft texturing technique when you're trying to add more depth is to put darker textures underneath sections that pop out to give it a bit of like a faux shadow, and that's exactly what I'm doing here. Using the black stone and the black concrete powder as a bit of a faux shadow underneath this big vault door, under here as well, and even towards the top of the build where we're using gray concrete powder here, which is definitely a little bit darker of a texture. Doing a kind of similar thing here with the acacia log behind the spinny vault door, but in reality, this is more so to simulate kind of wear and tear and scratches on this project. Because, you know, if you're spinning this giant vault door over and over again, you're probably going to leave some marks, some scratches on the metal surface underneath, especially where the different arms of the vault door usually like to sit. So I've kind of replicated that look with a little bit of acacia wood here. And with that, guys, that is 7 different ways to build a Minecraft vault door. I really hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and until next time, this has been Leon, and I'll see you in the next Minecraft 7 levels video.